I want to talk about going to the dog park this week. Okay, let's start there. Okay. If you thought strip clubs were lonely, go to a dog park. God damn. Meg and I have been going. She's got a couple of dogs. Her parents have a couple of dogs. So we take them for walks. The dog park's near our house. And I was like, you know what? Let's get outside. Get some vitamin D. That's what I need. Some vitamin D and some vitamin dog. The 2 Ds that keep you going. And dick. If you want a third D, there's always that too. Right? But I like those 2 Ds. Vitamin D and vitamin dog. So I was like, fuck yeah, let's dog it up. And I went to the dog park. And it's essentially just an oval that dogs run around. Nothing interesting really about the dogs. They just sniff each other's butts. Actually, you know what? People think dogs are intelligent. I used to think that too. And then I went to a dog park and I was like, why are these creatures man's best friend? Why is man's best friend sniffing each other's assholes on repeat? Like you watch one, like, and then they move on to the next dog, and then they go back to the original dog to just compare. I don't know what goes through a dog's mind. Like, I've sniffed your ass, and I've sniffed your ass. Let me start at the start of the queue again, and I'll just work my way back through. And they're just taking in turns of butt sniffing, and then they see something move, and they go, "Oh, a ball!" And then they realize it was a leaf, and then still go and get it anyway. Then they go, "Oh, haven't sniffed a butt in a while," and then they go back. So that's what the dog park is. But what fascinated me about the dog park wasn't the dogs, okay? Dogs just sniff butts. But the humans, honestly, would have been better if all the people had just been sniffing butts. Because just the chat that you have to endure at the dog park. Oh, Lord. Lordy McLordface. There's like people, and these are dog enthusiasts. Now, I don't have a dog. So they kept asking me like, "Oh, how old's yours?" And I'm like, "It's not mine. It's my girlfriend's, and I think it's 12. I don't know. It's pretty old." "Oh my God, 12? She's so cute though. She's so little." And I'm like, it's a small dog. It's just a breed." And then they're like, "Oh, cool." And then they expect me to ask how old's theirs. They're like, "Oh," and then I just don't. I just sit staring there and go, "Okay." And then I just go back on my phone while the dog runs around. And then they go, "Mine's 11." And I go, "Okay, great." And then I keep going on my phone. He goes, "Yep, we got her, blah, blah, blah." And they start telling you the life story about their dog. She actually had surgery a couple of years ago, but she's a lot better now. Look at her running around. And I'm like, yes, she is running up. I think she's got her nose up another dog's asshole. You might want to put a stop to that. And they just keep talking, right? And you just have to be like, I don't give a fuck about your dog. This is another thing that happens at the dog park. Some people, it's their lives. There was one lady there with like 5 dogs. What kind of hole in your life are you trying to fill by having 5 dogs? What kind of gaping crater in your social life are you trying to cover up with 5 dogs? Like, "Oh, they're my friends." She was one of those people. She's like, "They're my family." And I was like, "No, your family's your family. They're your adopted dogs." I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Good on her. They're probably in a great home. She loves them. That's awesome, right? I love pets. It's just that I don't care about a stranger's dog. Love my friends' dogs. Actually, one of my mates is a very smelly dog. Okay, Stefan, give Hugo a fucking scrub. All right, if you're listening. Goddamn, I haven't seen his dog in a while. Just a real stanky dog. It was a Labrador. Labrador's a stanky, dude. But there's some dogs that are great, and there's some dogs that are majestic. I pretty much walk around the dog park and go, "Oh, that one looks like the dog from that movie, and that one looks like Bolt, and that one looks like Clifford. It shouldn't be red. Fuck." No. But like, I just go and point out which ones look like celebrity dogs. And then I leave, and then Meg goes, "You've got to be a little more like nice to people at the dog park." And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Do I have a dog?" She's like, "Well, no, but it's just that I'm like, "Great." Until the day comes where that's my life, where I'm the fucking guy going, "Yep, she's 11." And by the way, it'll come. There'll be a time in my life where I'm telling complete strangers how old my dog is, and where we got it, what the breed is, what it eats, when its last surgery was, right? How it likes its belly being rubbed. There'll be a time in my life. And when that time comes, I'm gone, guys. Say goodbye to this, Luke, because I'll be shopping at Rivers, wearing Crocs, I'll have like a little poo bag around my wrist and my life will be over. Dig me a grave at that point. If I ever get to that point in my life, dig me a hole, because that's it. That's the end, isn't it? Honestly, I'd rather be in a coma, because at that point, what part of your brain are you actually utilizing to have those conversations? All right, unlike me, who has intellectual conversations on a day-to-day basis. For example, hey friend, you seen Speck and McGee? Sorry, read it. It's not a movie yet. Wish it was. Damn. You read Speck and McGee? They go, no, what's that? And I go, strap in for 3 hours of a story about a boy named Simon McGee who played AFL footy and just was never understood. Didn't know who his real parents were. Had a little bit of a fling with Tiger Girl, but his actual girlfriend, like, dude, that's an intellectual conversation. That's what I'm currently stimulating my brain with until I actually start talking about, you know what? I actually had an intellectual conversation this week about like climate change, and I had a migraine afterwards. I was just like, oh my God, I think my head is experiencing a global warming. There is just a lot of brain. I think I lost brain cells by the end from thinking too hard. But yeah, so I've been going to the dog park, and that's been a thing in my life that I probably am going to change. I'm just not there yet. That's what I realized. I was like, nope, I still feel I'm too young for this. I feel too alive to be putting myself through these mundane conversations. So that's where I'm at.
So